Kíní ẹ̀ tún ti change. Kí ló ń ṣe kíní tó ń change gan? Why is it changing? Why is it changing? Why is it changing? Okay. The weather seems to be warm. We are waiting. I'm waiting on others. The other channels are there, are okay. So I'm waiting on more people. More people. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Okweyemi. Hi, Mommy Tadas. Good afternoon. How are you doing? You are welcome to my platform. You are welcome. You are welcome. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Let's share the live stream with other people so the sharing can attract them to join, please. Let's share, let's share, let's share, let's share. You are fine, okay? Thank God for that. And I'm good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Let's share, let's like the live stream. Thank you, Okoyemi, for liking the live stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Let's share. The more you tap, the more people will be notified. The more you tap, let's power tap. You are welcome to Okoyemi. Thank you. You too. Have a great day. Thank you, Okoyemi. God bless you. Is that Okoyemi that I know? Is that the Okoyemi that I know? Oh, okay. At least you are here. I know you. I know you now. Thank you, thank you, thank you for liking my bunny scarf. I just love, tying my scarf like that, like a bunny. That's a bunny scarf. Where are other people now? Where are they? Where are they? I want to start because I don't have much time to spend here at all. I just want to put out the message and then I move on to the next thing to do. Thank you, Okoyemi, for power tapping. God bless you. The Lord will protect and guide you and fulfill your needs in the mighty name of Jesus. I know. I know. William Jeff, you are welcome. Can you share it? Share the live stream, okay? Maybe that will encourage people to join as well. Let's share the live stream. Let's share the live stream. Let's share the live stream, please. Be posted. Thank you so much. Okay, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Olórúkọ mi, ọpẹ́. Ọpẹ́ Olúwa, ọpẹ́ la ó máa dá, ọpẹ́ la ó máa dá, ọpẹ́ la ó máa dá. Okay, let me start. The quote I put out today says, your future self is watching. Your future self is watching. In other words, your tomorrow is watching. Can your future see today? Yes. They always say that because your today will shape your tomorrow. Your today will shape your tomorrow. So your future knows who you are today. Whatever you do today will shape your future. However you do it will also contribute to your future. And so that is why I put that quote out this morning, that your future self is watching what you are doing today. In other words, whatever we do, that is what we will continue to do, because it will become part of us. If you are someone that we don't give up, if you are someone that is always working, if you are someone that you are always doing something, occupying your mind, that will shape you. That will shape your mind. It will shape your lifestyle. It will shape everything you do. Before I started this live stream, I saw a video, and the lady said she's 71, right? But she looked young, and she was doing all this therapy, facial therapy, doing exercise, going to gym. And she says she goes to gym 4 times a week. That is why she's able to keep up her body. In other words, it's very hard for someone like that to get sick or to get healed. Why? Because she is busy helping herself, working on herself. I don't care who you are. I don't care. Don't come and write nonsense here. William, I don't care. We are not talking about religion here, so get away from my platform. Okay? So it will shape your mindset. It will shape your mindset. Orí ẹ ò pé rárá. It will shape your mindset. Okay? Whether o jẹ́ Muslim, o jẹ́ Christian, kò sí èyí tó kàn mí. We are not talking about that. We are talking how to make your life better. Oníranù. So it will shape your mindset of who you are. The more you do things, the more it shapes your life. The more whatever you engage in doing, it becomes part of you. Some people, you see, they engage doing the wrong thing. That thing that they are doing is what will shape their mind, their thoughts, their character, and everything. If you are someone that is so into all this negativity, or watching pornography, or doing something wrong, your mind will engage in such a thing. But if you are someone that you are always on the positive side, you're always thinking the right thing, your mind will also shape. It will be shaped by whatever you are thinking. And they say, there is a word in the Bible that says, as the man thinketh, the more you think, the thing that you are thinking is what will help you. Either you are growing, or you are stagnated, or you are moving forward, backward, and all of that, or you are moving forward. Okay, so your future is watching. You can also fix the foundation. They always say, if the foundation is, you have so many problems in your life, no one cares about you, and you have, if no one cares about you, you care about yourself, because nobody will come for you except you for yourself. Okay, let me share this scenario. I sent a message to someone this morning about caring for that person. And when they respond to me, that we can only do what we can do, right? I'm responding to that, your question, that we can only do what we can do to help the person. But if the person is not ready to help themselves, they cannot do anything. In other words, more whatever task, if you cannot help yourself, nobody can help you. Nobody will be able to help you. If you are going through challenges, all you need is to go and seek for help. I don't know which country you are at the moment, and it doesn't matter the country where you are. If you are living in Africa, Asia, Europe, America, wherever, all you need is to go and seek for that help. Thank you, Opeolu. God bless you, my love. God will love you more, right? It's for you to go and seek for help. When you go and seek for help, maybe psychologically, emotionally, finance, whatever, go and look for someone that can help you. Okay? I hope I've given you that answer. Yeah? You are from India. Yeah, go to your hospital in India, or your leaders in India, or your neighbor, or your friend or family. They can help you, okay? And I wish you all the best, okay? So, as I was sharing with you, you see, if you do not shape your foundation today, can you, he's trying to distract me, but I'm not going to be distracted. What I said, that can the foundation, the question that I asked before I started answering his question, can a foundation be fixed? Yes. If any mistake you have done, right, it can be rectified. Once you understand where the problem is, you can rectify the foundation. You can rectify your future. I started by saying that your future self is watching. Your tomorrow is shaped by what you do today. In other words, whatever you find yourself doing, for me, I have other things that I'm doing apart from coming to online to share one or two tips that can help us financially, in our health, in our family, and all of that, in growing. Okay. So I am here to also share about how your future, or you yourself, can change your future by not doing the wrong thing. We all make mistakes. We have made mistakes. I have made a lot of mistakes that I corrected myself, because I realized that what I was doing was not right and it's not helping me personally. So I had to find a solution to stop me from repeating the same mistake, because the mistake is so costly, it's not helping me. And so I look for help, and I helped myself. And likewise, like this, my friend here said, is from India, that she need help, right? You need help, but you can also go and seek for help. You cannot be living, you cannot be indoor if you are sick, for example, and you want the doctor to come and check on you. No, I don't know. In some places like here, if you are old, or if you have that challenges that you cannot, in fact, I don't see no reason. I don't see no reason why, because there is a system in this country. Even when you are sick, you cannot get to the hospital by yourself. They will send an ambulance to come and pick you up. They will send an ambulance to pick you up, no matter how challenging that illness is. If you can't get out of bed, you can't get out of the house, even if you cannot open the door, they will force the door open. They will now fix the door. Why? Because they needed to reach you. Because there are sometimes some people say, oh, they can't reach the door, they can't get out of bed because of the illness. As long as they're on the phone with the hospital will be telling them, giving them direction. Don't mind this, my scarf today. It refused to stay somewhere. The hospital will be, chatting with them to make sure that they are okay, reassuring them that help is on the way. So while the ambulance or the first responder is about to reach them, they will keep them engaged so that it will not go worse or get worse. Are you getting me? So they will obviously now send an ambulance to pick. And if they get to the door, they can't open the door. They will force the door open. They have that authority to do that. Why? Because they needed to reach the patient ASAP. And once they done that, while they are treating the patient, attending to the first response, they will now call someone, a company, to come and fix the door, because they cannot leave the door empty like that, or the house empty, because anyone will walk in and take something out, and they will not be responsible. But while they are here, there, they will make sure that, right, this person is in the safe hand. Secondly, they will reassure the patient, and also make sure that the house or the property they taking this patient out is also secure. It's also secure, so that if anything is missing, it will not be on them, because they can sue them, they can make claims of whatever is missing in their house. So that, by the way, I hope I have answered your question. Okay, and I hope it help you, right? Mommy Tadas or whatever, that's a long name. It's a mouthful. So as I was saying, can you fix the mistakes that you have made? Yes, obviously. For a better future, you need to your today will shape your tomorrow. Where you are today is as a result of your yesterday. I don't mean yesterday as in Wednesday. I mean what you have been doing for the past years, 2 years back, 5 years, 3 years, until present. That shapes where you are today. And in other words, for your future to get better, you need to change what is not working now, so that you will not repeat the same mistake you made in the past year or 2 years or 3 years back. You want a better life. They always say in the Bible that a latter days will be better than the former. In other words, your tomorrow will be better than today. You want your day today to be better than where you are yesterday. And some people will say, oh, thank God, things are not all that great, but I thank God that I'm not where I used to be. In other words, they do not remain the same. They have changed their life. Maybe last year they had no job. Maybe 2 years ago they had no job, right? But now they have a job, they are working. So they are grateful that God has provided that job for them. At least, they have something at hand. But it could have been better by doing more, by maybe you have a job now and then you are doing maybe a susu to start small business, especially people in back home in Africa. You can be selling small things. When you go to work, carry something that people like. After work, you tell them, okay, I'm selling this. After work, you show them what you are selling. That will give you an extra income. Maybe you are in a 9 to 5 and you're a secretary, right? You are a secretary in a company and you cannot be selling while you are on that job because it's not your business. You are working for someone, so you must respect them. And so if I were like you, if I'm like you, right, I will start selling. Maybe we have more ladies, at work. I'll probably selling scarf, maybe earring, maybe something that that you don't have to carry, heavy thing to work. Something you can just drop in your bag or carry an extra bag and you tell them, oh, sister, auntie, I have, if you are interested, I'm selling scarf, I'm selling earring, I'm selling small jewelry and all of that. That small change we add up to that salary that you are getting. That's an idea I'm giving someone here. Maybe you never thought like of that before. So this is an idea for you. This is something that you can also do. You don't wait on that income alone, because one income is not, it's not that, it won't go far. It doesn't go far. It doesn't go far. This morning I was chatting with someone and then we were talking about finance. And the person was saying, oh, I have to pay my rent is overdue, and all of that. And I said, listen, this is what I saw last year, and especially what your wife said, that, you hardly leave money for feeding at home. And I remember that I chatted you and said, listen, with that little, you are doing contracting job. You don't have contracts every day. It's not a 9 to 5 job. You are running your own business. In other words, whatever job you get, whatever you get from that job, make sure that you spread it into 3 places. Let's say one contract, you are paid 50,000 or 100,000. That 100,000, you should divide it into 3 places. We've agreed that you don't get jobs every day or contract every day, right? Okay. So that 100,000 or 50,000, divide it into 3 places. One goes towards your rent. You will save it towards your rent because you are renting for peace of mind. You are renting. Put 50, divide that 50,000 or 100,000 into 3 places. That means 33,000 is towards your rent. I don't know, maybe your rent is 1 million or 50,000 a year. I don't know. But I'm just giving you an example how you can help yourself. Okay? And then the second part, you make sure is for feeding your school, your children's school fees. Your children must go to school and they are in school. You will have to pay school fees, you have to pay, buy their uniform and all of that. Then the third part, which is extra 33,000. 100,000 is more than 33,000, but I'm just sharing that so that it's 99 point whatever. So that 33,000, the remaining one, you can now divide it into two. That remaining one, you can take 15,000 for your own. That is your own salary. Then the remaining 50,000 will be for house chores and whatever. What do you call it? Buying food for the house. Because as a man, you need money. You cannot wait on your wife. You need money. You are the head of the family. And that 15,000 doesn't mean that you have to spend all the 15,000. At least if I were you, that 15,000 also, I will divide this into two. Keep 7,000, put 8,000, put it away for rainy day. So that is how you can fix your tomorrow today. That is how you can be in the position of not having heart attack, high blood pressure, running scatter when it's time for you to pay your rent. And that is what I said to the man this morning. I said, listen, you put yourself in this situation. I saw it last year. I gave you an example, and you said you are using OPay. OPay, they have in that OPay where you can be putting some money that you can lock. You don't have to touch that money for a whole year or 6 months or 5 years. So you could have been putting that money there that no matter what, once you start putting the money, you will put a date, a deadline, like maybe on the 20th of December, you want to collect the money. You put that date on the account. If not, the account, you cannot access the account until the 28th of December. But if you are careless, you just put money there, you can go and get it anytime. You can withdraw at any time because it's your money. But if you want to be disciplined, you put the money in a savings where you cannot touch. But let me tell you, you must also give access to your wife or your husband or your children if anything happens, God forbid. So some people will say, no, I don't want my wife to know. I don't want my husband to know. What are you hiding? Why are you hiding? What are you hiding? Eh? Does the money not belong to you and your family or your children? So why are you hiding? Why don't you want them to know? Be open. Tell your children, let your children know. My children, my grandchildren, they all know my bank account PIN number. I don't have to give them authority. If they want to go into my account, they can go. They are my children. They have the PIN number. I don't have to hide anything. If anything happens, they have access to it. So let your children, once they grow, or your wife or your husband, let them know. You don't need to be hiding anything. My bada will fall, because when he's married to another one, and wait until you get to the bridge and cross the bridge. Toyi, good afternoon, my sister. How are you, darling? Wait until you get to the bridge and cross the bridge. If you go and say you want to go and marry another one, then before you even you do that, you can sign a prenup. If anything happens, it belongs to me and my children. If anything happens to me, it belongs to my children and you. Stop hiding. Oh, my husband shouldn't know. I have this savings. Don't let them know. Don't let this know. Let me tell you, anything can happen at any time. God forbid. God forbid. Let people know. Let your people. Anything on soon till party. Let your partner know. Let your husband know. Let your wife know. I'm not saying a boyfriend though, because there was a story I heard I saw on YouTube yesterday. This woman, an American, she met a man online. You have to be careful. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ kí n gbé ara yín dúró jẹ́ kẹ́ máa ní ẹ̀wọ́ ọkọ kiri títì mi mọ tó sọnù lọ́wọ́ yín tẹ́ ń wá. If you want to marry Oyinbo, if you want to must you marry Oyinbo to live a better life? You don't have to marry Oyinbo to live a better life. Eh? She met this man. I don't know whether na Oyinbo abi na black, I don't know. But she met this man online. This man duped her of $950,000, almost $1 million. Because she thought at 56, she met someone. Oh yes, thank God. And she said, she mentioned a few things that it was a sign. The man will send her flowers. The man will send so many things. Oh, you will send message. Have you eaten, my darling? Oh, how are you? You are tired. Before she come back from work, she has sent what do you call it? Delivery. She will buy grocery, he will buy grocery, he will buy so many things, sent to her, not knowing that that was just a sign. Lovey, overloving. When you don't love yourself, you are looking for a man to come and love you. Eh? The man put her in jeopardy now, $950,000 over, I want to love you. You love me. The man, he could never see the man up to today, according to her in that video. She had not seen until when she realized it was actually someone, an Indian man sent her a message that you have been jilted. This is not true. This is not, maybe it's the same man that sent her the message. I don't know. This happens in America. Your future self is watching. Your future self is watching. Thank you to you, my love. Thank you, my love. Thank you for liking the live stream. Your future is watching. What do I mean? I said your tomorrow, your today will shape your tomorrow. Where you are today, where I am today, is as a result of yesterday. If you are in a better place today, it means you have prepared yourself for the past 2-3 years. Even though you made mistake, we all make mistake. I'm included. I'm not going to exempt myself and say, oh, I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. I make mistake now and again. I'm not perfect. If I say I'm perfect, I will not be where I am. I will not be where I am. But for the fact that as we grow, we learn through mistake. We learn how to correct and rectify that mistake. If the foundation be destroyed, what will the owner do? What will you do? You can do so many things. Correct it. Hi, Elizabeth. Yako. Thank you, Adenike. Alexis, thank you. You are welcome. Queen Jati, you are welcome. Tuyi, thank you, my love. Escape the Matrix, you are welcome. Thank you, everyone, for joining. God bless you. I love you. I love you. Regina, thank you, my love. Escape the Matrix. You are welcome. The Matrix, right? Thank you all for joining. Okay? If you are in not a better place today, if you are not in a better place today, you can still correct that mistake. You made a mistake, yes. No one is perfect. I always say this. Don't think, oh, I'm perfect. My marriage is perfect because you don't fight. Wait until when the bombshell comes. There is no marriage that there is no arguments. But it takes two to tango. In other words, you must understand each other. And one thing I always emphasize on is respect your husband, and your husband should respect you. If you don't respect your husband will not give you that honor as well. You must also always give your husband respect. And I always use Mrs. What's her name? This woman, a billionaire woman, a woman. Uh, if I remember her name, but let me tell her story. This woman said when she married, up till date, up till today, she's my mentor. She's one of my mentors, right? This woman will kneel down whenever she's home. She will kneel down to serve a husband. She will kneel down literally to serve a husband. The husband is older than her, but that is not the case. The case is that she's giving the man honor so that she can have peace of mind. If she did not respect the man, do you think how she the way she's flying all over the world now, the husband will be comfortable to allow her to be free to do her own thing? Mrs. Awoshika, that's it. Ibukun Awoshika, that's her name. Thank you, Holy Spirit. She was, because she has laid the foundation well. So the foundation she laid was to honor the man in her life and say, this is my God. If you don't believe it, you think the God in heaven is the only God. It's by the tool working today. You are not working every day. When it comes to this background, I don't know, the tools doesn't work. You must lay the foundation so that tomorrow you can have peace. The woman never knew that she will end up flying, being a speaker all over the world. But if she had not laid the foundation, she will not be able to do it. Respectfully, she will respect herself, her husband, and serve her on her knees according to her word. And I believe that she cannot lie because she has repeatedly said it and mentioned it. And she was advising younger people like me and even younger than I to respect your husband, respect your home. Give honor to whom honor is due. Your husband is your crown, is your king. You are the queen. You are the neck. Your husband is the head. You are the neck, holding the head. Good afternoon. Eddie, it's my sister. How are you, darling? I see all this, your makeup. I hope it's getting better. Well done. Well done, and good job to you. Good job. I hope you didn't find it difficult when you return back to work. You are laughing. For you to know that I follow you back to back, So I'm talking about our future. Our future self is watching us. Okay. Thank God for that. Our future self is watching. Tomorrow, I don't mean like tomorrow, Friday. Tomorrow, that means your future. Your children are your future. Whatever you do today is towards programming your life for the future. When you are in your 40s, 50s, you can retire. You don't have to wait until 70 something. This country wants you to spend all your life working for them. I'm giving you peanuts. Because they realize before it was my turn, it was 60. Please ask question, please, Sister Edith. Please, I will acknowledge it and I'll be happy to answer it. Please ask. Please, I really love communication. I don't like people coming without communicating. You see, my people on YouTube, they always send messages. Even I've addressed one comment, one of the one of my subscriber wrote here. Me, I love communication. I don't like to be alone and be chatting and chatting. We learn from each other. Please put the question there. If it's not going to affect the, TikTok, I'll be glad to share my own little knowledge, And so we have to correct. I said your future self is watching. In other words, your tomorrow, your today will shape your tomorrow. In your marriage, in your business, in your career, in your life, in the life of your children. As you lay your bed, you lie on it. Someone made a joke yesterday, and I'm going to share the joke. And I'm going to say it as it is, according to what the person wrote. I don't know if you know Obi Kubana, the priest, right? He contested in his village. And someone was saying that, with all your word that, you see, it's not good to castigate anybody. Oh. He was saying something with Pella that, me, that I'm a billionaire like me, will come and mix with poor people. Oh my God. That statement was too expensive. That statement was too expensive. Edith, if you don't want to write the question here, you can send me a message, please. You can send it to me at the back end. I will surely answer you and reply you, okay? If you don't want to make it public, please. Okay? Right? And now he went for the primaries. You have written it. Okay, I will check it when I'm done and I will respond. Thank you. God bless you. And so he went for the primaries to contest as whatever, maybe governor, whatever. Someone else said you have 50 something million subscriber on your platform. And no, you don't even have 1% of that 50 something million to vote for you. It means what you are doing, you are not doing it because you want to serve the people. The thing that you are doing is because you want to go and chop out of Nigerian money. That is your intention. All what you have been doing is to show off, saying that you as a billionaire, you cannot see yourself people using G-Wagon. Someone now said, poor, poor results means that the word you have put out there for people to hear, you as a billionaire, you said you cannot see yourself mingling with or mixing with people that are driving G-Wagon. If I don't have G-Wagon, I will feel bad. Bella now respond to him that G-Wagon is even better. I cannot mix myself with people that are driving Camry, Toyota Camry. Is it not better than to go and steal and be buying people? Is it not better? You see, you don't know that what you put out there, people are watching. People are watching. Whatever you put out there, you shall surely reap it. Now it was time for you to earn. If you have been truly helping people, you will have received. They will have supported you. Look at Elliot. Elliot in Lagos is an Igbo man, but he voted in Lagos. He has served Lagos 3 times, 12 years. 12 years. Now, he wanted to go for a senator. They removed the chair from his bottom. Why? Because they said he did not do what he promised to do. In other words, he has destroyed the future where he is going because of negligence. When you promise to do something to help people, why don't you fulfill that promise? Why can't you do it? After all, it's not your money. The money is not coming from your pocket. It's coming from the government. In fact, it's coming from Nigerians. It's coming from Nigerians. It's not you. It's not your pocket. The money is not for you. All this allocation of money is meant to develop the country, your whatever, your area, your whatever. But many of people, that is not where I'm going, to be honest. But it's just, I'm using that as an example. Don't destroy your tomorrow by doing wrong thing today. Can you fix it? Yes, you can fix it. We can all correct our mistakes. There is no perfect person, no perfect parenthood. There is no perfect mother. There is no perfect father. There is no way you will not make mistake. B-Jokes, how are you, my darling? Sale, you are welcome. Enos Speak, you are welcome. Thank you for joining, all of you. God bless you. I appreciate. Right? Sorry, my tool is not working. I could have clapped for you. Okay? So whatever you do today is what your tomorrow will show up. You can shape your tomorrow from today. If, for example, I am retired, but I am not tired. People don't believe that I'm retired, but I'm still working, I'm still doing small, small businesses. Why? Because I cannot sit down waiting on my children to come and feed me. They have their family to live. They have their family to cater for. I cannot be a burden when I still have hand, when I can still jump, when I can still run, when I can still walk. God forbid, even in my old age, I don't want to be a burden to them. There is a video I saw on Instagram yesterday. This lady, the daughter-in-law of the mama, I think mama is living with them, I don't know. But this lady was saying, help me thank mama. This woman is an old lady, a mother-in-law. She heard that the daughter-in-law lost a laptop. She has sense that, the laptop that you are using to work, to do your business, to run your business, mama send money to someone in America. If mama didn't have money, how would mama send money to America to buy a daughter-in-law? A laptop, an iPad, the pen, the cover, what else? About four things. Not even, the lady said she was using uh, Air Pro, right? But mama bought an upgraded 1 terabyte. If the mama doesn't have money, even though if they are the one giving mama the money, mama did not spend the money. She has sense to help a daughter-in-law, to put smile on her face. If the daughter-in-law was bad, do you think she will be able to do that? If the daughter has been treating mama bad, do you think mama will be able to do that? Even if mama has the money. So let us shape our tomorrow from today. Be good to people, be nice to people. Be good to your family, be good to friends, because you never know who you will meet as you are climbing the ladder. You never know who you will meet. So I'm not going to stay too long because I've said to myself, I don't want to be staying too long on this chat, okay? So can you fix the foundation? I said if the foundation is not solid, the building may collapse sooner or later. It will eventually collapse unless you fix it. Can it be fixed? Yes. As long as you know that the foundation is faulty, by using an architect or a structural engineer to check the foundation and to rectify the problem. In other words, you can rectify that problem, that mistake that you made. You can rectify it. I've made several mistakes and I rectified it because I realized that, it's affecting me. And once you know that something is not working, it's you that you have to get up and, look for solution, help yourself, and then move on. And there is life. There is life. When there is hope, there is life. There is nothing that is impossible. There is nothing. I have never seen it. Even the Bible says, I have never seen a righteous running the same and come back the same thing. No, you will never remain the same as long as you are ready to bear the consequence and to face the consequence or whatever and then correct it and move on. Because for me, I love peace of mind. I don't like anything that will give me what do you call it? Heart attack, palpitation. Hey, I'm agitating and all of that. I love peace and tranquility. So if anything should happen, the next thing I'm thinking is, what's the solution? Immediately, I'll be thinking, what's the solution? What's the solution? So once I find out the solution and I hop on it, I'm done with that and move on. Because let me tell you, there will always be problem as long as you are living. So you are not the only one going through that problem. But that problem also is for you to find a solution. And if not you, who else? If not me, who else? Because God knows that you are fit to carry that burden. And he also said that bring all ye that are heavily laden. Come to him, go to him. How can he help you? I always go to God with questions. I always ask him, what do you want me to do? How will I solve this thing? it will give you that result or response that you need, that will help you and give you that peace of mind. Because it doesn't want you to be running helter skelter. It doesn't want you not to have peace. He says, the thought I have for you is of good. So why not give yourself peace of mind? It's of good. Okay? So let's build a better future and let's aim for a better life to help other people as well. Because if you don't know where you may need help or other people in your life. It's not about, position, being in leadership and all of that. No, don't hire yourself too much. Try to come down on the level of the citizen that you are serving. You are there to serve. I am serving you. I'm not here to come and control you. I'm not here to come and tell you exactly what to do. I'm only sharing my experience or what I heard from other people, experiences of other people. And that is how I learn. I don't dwell on my own intuition or on my own life story and all of that. I learn from people. I learn from mentors. I learn from leaders that I know that what they are doing is the right way that I also can, emulate and then build my life upon it. And, yeah, that is all I have to share with us today. And I hope that what you have heard today, let me repeat the quote. Your future self is watching. Can your future see today? Yes, your future can see today because God knows the end from the beginning. I hope you agree with me. God knows where your life will end, where you will be tomorrow. He knows even before you were formed in your mother's womb. So your future knows your tomorrow, and your today is as a result of yesterday. I don't mean yesterday as Wednesday, your past years, how you have been living your life. If you are someone that live your life, you guide it, you put it under the guidance of God, God will continue to protect you. And the word of God I put out today is that the Lord will protect and bless you by the grace of God. The Lord will protect and bless the work of our hand. Let me tell you, there is so much going on in the world, especially my country. I have wept today. Honestly, I cried because I am an emotional person. I don't like people to suffer. I wept for Nigeria. I wept for people. Why? Because I grew up in Nigeria before I came to this country. I knew how it was. I knew how safe it was. And I knew as things begin to go worse, that is what made me weep. That's why, which way Africans, which way Nigeria in particular, how long are we going to continue like this? There's no peace of mind. They go to farm, they do everything. Even me as a farmer. Yesterday, I was even discussing with my people that are working for. I said, maybe I will sell this farm. I don't like Wahala at all. Although we don't have the experience and we will never have. But then again, you never know. These people are everywhere now. They are everywhere. They are everywhere. I'm sure as a Nigerian, you must have heard the news. And maybe you don't have the kind of mind that I have. Me, I am fearful because I have family back home. And I have something that I'm doing that is tangible, that is helping me financially. I have my business there. I have other things that I'm doing. I have my family there. Apart from the business, that one can, you can, do it over and over. Even if you collapse, you can start all over again. And you may not be where you are, but surely if you don't give up, you get there. But I still have family that I am afraid and they travel. Should everybody be flying by plane if they cannot afford it? It's not possible. Should everybody leave the village because someone is terrorizing them? It's not possible. That is where they grew up. That is where they know. May the Lord Almighty continue to protect and guide each and every one of us wherever we may be in the world, especially those back home. May the Lord give them peace of mind and rest of mind so that the Lord will intervene because our government are not doing much. Maybe they are working with these people, I don't know. Only God knows why they cannot intervene. Even when Trump said he can help. I'm going to end this here, my love. Thank you, everyone that has power tap, that has stood by me, that are here. For the first time in a long while, I have 15 people standing by. It's been a long time that I see people like this, but I am happy for every one of you that has supported me. And I'm glad that I also bring my own experience into this so that you can learn from me. And that's what the Bible says. The elders must teach the younger ones. If I don't tell you that I'm doing it, I'm not young, but I cannot give up. I cannot even see myself not getting up in the morning. As I have TV in my house. For the past 4 or 5 years, I'd never put the TV on except on Sunday when I'm doing service. Can I come up and please request? It's like TT is not allowing your comment. Okay, you can request and come. Let me accept you. That's it. Hello, Sister Edith. Good afternoon. Thank you, everyone, for staying by. Thank you. I appreciate it. Amen. And sorry, I have one question. Please go ahead. As an elder lady that you are, I just want to ask. Yeah. Does every marriage really worth fighting for? Because I don't know. There is a message God is giving me today that, okay, I have a lady that is really down in a relationship. Okay. And I've been trying to see how to counsel her. Then as at today, God gave me a message that the marriage can work despite what is happening, that it is just an evil pattern that is about to repeat itself. It is not about the man, it's not about the lady. It's an evil pattern that is about to repeat itself, that the woman have to stood her ground to fight to break it. If she don't break it, that our children will also suffer the same pattern. This message came to me that I should tell the woman this. Because lately, it's really a tough time for her. She's passing through a lot. Okay. Thank you for this question, and I really... Is everyone really worth fighting for? Thank you for that question. I really appreciate it. Why? Because I'm a woman. I've passed through such challenges as well. Number one, what I will like to say is that if the marriage is not toxic, right? It's okay. They can still mend. Number two, what is the root? How did it start? How did they get there? How did they get here? Because you cannot say there is a fire in the house without someone setting up a fire, right? You cannot say the marriage is not working without knowing what exactly the root cause. When we go back, let me tell you, every marriage can work and not every marriage can work. And that is why I mentioned if the marriage is not toxic. In other words, is the man, abusing the woman? If that is not there, then let's look at it this way. That, TikTok. 1 second, please. It wants me to confirm. Okay, so if what started the problem? When did she notice? When these things begin to go wrong? These are the questions I need you to ask her. Because if you don't ask, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a marriage counselor, but from experience, I can tell you for fact, if there is it takes two to tango. If there is nothing that started it, either the man or the woman, they will not be in that situation. Let me say something. They are both in this country, Abi. No, they are in Nigeria. Okay, they are in Nigeria. Back home, we always have elders. We always have, and I love the tradition and our culture so much, in the sense that, even if a child is misbehaving outside, an elder an adult will correct that child. And so back home, they shouldn't have that problem. They should gather go to the elders, not the pastor. Please don't involve your pastor. Your pastor is not a marriage counselor, unless if they do that, they learn about marriage counselor. Their own is to teach and to preach. It's not about come and cancel marriage. No, even their own marriage is shaking. So they should look for an elder that they can trust. Let them go and speak to them. Open your mind. Or if they have the money and access to a marriage counselor, let them go and open up. What they normally do as a counselor, they will invite the husband separately, they will invite the wife separately, ask them questions, and then they will bring them together to come and face each other. Ask questions, let them open up. You know, there are like the story I said earlier that there is someone that is going through some challenges, and someone that said now said that we have been trying to help that person, but she's not or he is not willing to open up, and they cannot do anything. And of course, you can force a horse to the river, but you cannot force the horse to drink. So until they are ready to open up, they must try to open up. Okay, these are my mistakes. Has the man cheated? Has he done anything wrong? You can forgive and forget. Hey, let me tell you, you can. Harry man, thank you for liking the live stream. Give us a follow and I will follow you back. Thank you. Please follow me, every one of you. At least we have 7 of you now. You can follow me. Is exactly. And you see, that is always the stronghold in a family, that we women, we use it against the men. Let me tell you, to have peace of mind is not to think that a man will never cheat. There is no man on earth that doesn't cheat. I want her to have that in mind. There is no what? There is no man. Okay, let's use the example of our king in this country. When she was married to a young lady, maybe he's about 30 years older than Diana. Do you know he was still seeing, the man is not seeing that anything is wrong. The woman. Exactly. The man cannot see now, my sister. What concern a man? The man, their eyes goes to what they can see. But women, we run by emotions. If a man see a woman that he needed to drop that thing, he will go whether na prostitute or not. As long as he satisfy himself, he see nothing wrong. That is the nature of man. So women will always say, hey, my husband, I will not accept. My dear, give yourself peace of mind. Even if you know you leave this man, do you know? They always say the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. And you can, be patient enough to win this man back. My dear, it's very tough. It can be tough. It can be, it's not easy. But for me, with experience of life, as long as there is no fighting, no beating, no abuse, manage yourself. If you have a business that you are doing, focus on your business. If you have a job you are doing, focus on your job. But the thing is that, irony of it is that if the woman doesn't have a job or business or whatever, that is when it becomes more pressure on her. Why? Because she can't leave. And I'm not going to advise her to leave anyway. I'm not going to ask or advise her, because like you said, if she leave, it will become like a pattern in the family. And you want her to break that pattern. And someone has to stand up and say, no, I'm not going to say that she should die in silence. Listen to me carefully, please. This is recorded and we are on social media. Don't worry, my dear. Tell her not to worry. It's not the end of life. You know what she can do? If she doesn't have a job, let her go and find a job, so that she will preoccupied her mind. When she goes and come back, she focus on her children. My dear, she will even serve the man. she will serve the man food. If the man say, come, let's go to the other room, she will go. Why? Because she is planting a future. Her children are a future. And more so, she's schooling. Oh, she has time now. She goes to school. By the time she go and come back, time has gone. You know how things are in Nigeria with traffic. Time has gone. Shower yourself. Let her be playing Christian music that will give her that courage, that peace of mind, that joy. Man cannot give anybody peace. Man cannot give anybody joy. You have to find joy yourself. If she leaves, what about the children? She will now become a single parent. To become a single parent and train children or child alone is not easy. I have been there. I am a single parent. But for me, when my children were growing, the government helped me. We get help in this country. If the man pregnant another person, let the girl say where she is and she say where she is. Wetin concern you? Even if the man say he want to take up a second wife, Oga, I don't mind though, but I cannot live under the same roof with the second wife. Please, go and rent one room for me and my children. Let me stay there, have peace of mind. As long as the man did not bring the girl in, let the girl stay where she is now. He has done the mistake. He has done the worst. And for him to go out, my dear, there must be a reason behind it. There are some women, when they say, oh, Oga wants to say, let's go to the other room, say, oh, I'm tired. Don't you know since morning, you are the one that pushed yourself out. That was one of the advice my mom gave me when I was getting married. That was one. He said, anytime your husband asks you, do not say no, because that is what will push a man out. Do you know some men that he will even sleep with you when you are in your period, in your cycle? They don't care. They don't care. Maybe that time she will say, oh, maybe, don't you know, it's unclean? It's not clean. It's unclean. Did the Bible says that when you're unclean, your husband should not sleep with you? Did the Bible tell you that if your husband said, come, let's go to the other room, you should say no? No. He said, two shall become one. Two shall become one. In other words, whatever he asks, whatever you need, whatever his need, you must share the burden together. I'm not blaming her because I don't know her story. She probably oh my God, the battery. Oh, sorry, I need to charge this phone. 1 second, sorry. Let me plug the charger. She probably give the opportunity for the man to go out. I'm not blaming her, please don't get me wrong, because I'm a woman, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother. I have children that they are all married by the grace of God. And that's what I can tell my daughter, my son. That is what I will advise. Are you still here, Edith? I'm still here. 1 second, please. What you're saying. Oh, sorry. Please go ahead. But what I just see most of the time, even though I'm trying to go in the spiritual aspect in this case, what I also see here is that most of the time, people don't talk about the emotional damage so much. What people are just concerned is that, is it beating you? If it's not beating you, you can stay. Is it hurting you? But most of the time, a man can hurt you emotionally that it can disorient you, that you can't even think straight. It can scatter your life. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. You know why? Because humans are driven by emotions. Men are not driven by emotions. And that is they use that as a weakness, as a weapon to fight back. It's we that have to, let me tell you, I've gone through this. I have 6 children by the grace of God. When my late husband is late now, he passed on a year before. When he was doing his own, I said to myself, As long as my hands, I can do work, I can help myself, I will never for 1 second go to him and say, give me money for bread for my children. My children were young. The eldest were in secondary school then. They went through secondary school, college, university. My baby, I was still pregnant with my baby. My baby is 33, going 34, right? I said to myself, you, as a man, you will not run me down. Because I made up my mind, I did not allow him to put me in that box of depression. I could have been depressed. 6 children, what do you think? In this country? What do you think? I don't know how many children she has. If you want someone to run you down, you allow it. You allow it emotionally. You allow it. You have to ginger yourself and tell yourself, no, I'm not going to find myself in this depression mood. No. Anybody can go into depression mood at any time, even without marriage challenges. Personal life struggle. But you have to fight it. You have to fight it. You cannot continue like this. You are schooling. Get yourself engaged. That's what I said earlier. I said, even if you are working, if ordinary scarf you want to, if she's schooling, whatever, if she wants to take, maybe buy some scarf, she understand what people need, buy it, be selling, be getting more, small change. Help yourself. When you are rebuilding your life, not the man. In case the man buy and she's left with the children, will she not take care of the children? That is the way I look at life. If the man buy today, will she not be the father and the mother, the parent to the children or to the child? I don't know how many children she has. Will she not stand for them? Will she not fight for them so that they can have a better future? Eh? A lady that was interviewed, she was one of the children that was, kidnapped in this recent 3 days ago incident in Nigeria. The woman came, she came from Cotonou to come and work in Nigeria, to come and live in Nigeria. One of her children was there, and she said, please, they should help her. They have no father. She's the only parent. And she came to Nigeria to earn more money because she knows that in Cotonou, she couldn't manage to take care of the children. And she was pleading that they should please release a child so that she can take them back to where she come from. She has to make a decision. I know it can be tough, it can be hard. My dear, if you cannot, and I always say to myself, you have to turn yourself, make yourself, and be in the position of the man. Man don't care. They don't work with emotions. They work with what they see and what they want to eat now. That is their weakness. And once you know, it's you that you work on your emotions. Let her go and see a counselor. In church, or some churches, they have counselors, marriage counselors. I don't know how far that is true. But if it's in this country, I know you can go and see a counselor, a marriage counselor, maybe in your church, or you go to social service and all of that. But once you involve social service, they will get involved, especially where children are. That is another palaver. When they realize that the home is not at peace, they will find way to collect the children, and that's it. So even if it's in this country, my dear, let the person stand firm and say, no matter what, if the marriage breaks, well, fair enough. If the marriage stands, fair enough. But she must make sure that the marriage stands well. Why? Because it's because of her children. It's because of her children. Some people will say, I don't care. All I care is my children. I don't care. No, these children, if you're not strong enough, some of them will, at the end of the day, turn their back at you. Some children, I've seen it. This woman, she was the only one that trained up her children. When the man, the only boy among the three of them, wanted to get married, the man told their mother, this woman was the one that trained them up in this country. He told her mother that if my father is not present, this marriage will not hold. The father that he has not seen for 15, 20 years of his life. Everybody was telling the woman, you have to allow it. I beg you. Thank you, my love. Thank you, Selena. God bless you. Thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you for the roses. God bless you. The woman has to succumb. The woman that trained, sweat, rainy day, winter time, is only her and the children. Now the man is an adult ready to marry, giving the mother ultimatum: if my father is not present, this marriage will not hold. So would she say now, because, and in fact, she refused that your father will not come if the marriage will not hold? I don't care. But people rally around and told her, listen, for a better life, a better peace of mind of yourself and your children, allow the man. Shebi is for one day. They both wear the same clothes. The man sat down. The man has married another woman with children. He sat down, he enjoyed the day. After that, everybody's find their own way. For peace sake, for peace of mind, I will suggest to the woman, right, to please, for her own sake and peace of mind and longevity, to please make sure that she take care of herself. And I always say, be selfish. Women will carry a lot of on her shoulder. Be selfish. Take yourself out. Leave the children with their father. Go for one weekend. Go and relax your brain. This brain, they carry so much. Selena say, Eddie say, this brain, they carry so much. The first time I traveled to China, I go massage. When they were massaging my head, it's like they put a train. You know how heavy the train is. It's like they put I could feel it inside my brain that so the stress that I've been carrying is so much on my head. After the massage for almost 2 hours, my dear, when I'm done, I could not get up. I slept off on the bench. I slept off. I could not get up immediately because my body and my thought, you are carrying stress. You will know when you have fatigue and all of this. It's because the problem is too much. You are overthinking. Hey, I'm going to lose this man, my dear. Think about yourself. Let her think about herself and her children. Let her think about herself. Let her try to fix the marriage. If she try, if there is no abuse involved, my dear, let her give herself, advise her to give herself peace of mind. That is how she can enjoy the benefits in that marriage. And let me tell you, they always say silence is the best answer for the fool. Let her play that game and say, oh, Obi, when the man comes home, what would you like? Put water, warm water with salt. Massage his feet. Massage his back. Win your husband back. You think you are mumu? You are not mumu. You are doing it for the sake of the future of your children and for your own self to have peace of mind. This thing that I'm sharing with you, if she put it into practice, she will gladly send me a word of prayer and send you a word of prayer in the future. Maybe not now, maybe in the next 5-10 years. She will remember whatever I have said today, and you too, what you have said to her. She will remember. I'm not going to destroy anybody's house. Let me tell you, there is no better marriage. There is no better marriage. I'm hearing you, my dear. Yes, please, go ahead.
I don't know, Sha, because when we are talking about abuse, there are different kinds of abuse.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just the physical abuse. We have the emotional abuse, the neglect, financial abuse, a lot. A lot of abuse is out there, not just the violence, the domestic abuse, that somebody is beating you and stuff like that. So I would say she have been abused and stuff like that in the marriage. But another aspect I'm also looking at, because many women are in this table, not just her. Where their husband is cheating, going out there, sleeping around. What about her health? What if this man go now bring sickness and come and kill her at the end of the day, and come and fire at the end of the day? Because she was trying to fight to sustain the marriage, because she don't want the pattern to repeat itself. Because this infidelity something is something that we need to talk about. What is a safety net in this marriage now?
I said something. You mentioned you is she having a health issue?
She's not having help to do, but a man that is sleeping around, you cannot predict what he will bring back.
My dear, my dear, it's not a new story, and it's not a new thing, and it will never end. That is nature, the nature of men. Let me share this before I now give you what I share, what is in my mind about emotional problem. Some couple just got married. When they got married newly, the husband was still chatting the girlfriend. The husband was still chatting the girlfriend. Each time the wife saw him, say, no, it's one of my friend that is on Facebook, that is this and this. I said, no. She said, but you are now married. You have to stop all that interaction with women that you thought they are your friends on Facebook. Later, the man didn't change. He didn't remove the contact of the women in his phone. Later, it became known to the woman that she has to end the marriage immediately. And when he realized that this is going to happen, they mentioned it to me, we talk, and some other elders, we talk and, give him, you know, um, advice. If you want to keep your marriage, you are still young. Why can't you forget your past and face forward where you are going? This is a new life for you. This is a new beginning. Unless if you want to destroy your life by yourself, you started building a new home. Already you want to destroy it. That's aside. Now back to your question. If the person is emotionally down and all of that, and I've said it, maybe you didn't catch it. I said it that you or the person has to be in a position to fight it herself. Why would you allow anybody to bring their palaver to you? Because that is the weakness of the man. And already the man has done the damage. He has pregnated a girl or a woman. That is for certain that the marriage has issue. And for her to make sure that she still wants to be present in the marriage is to seek a counselor. When they seek a counselor, the counselor will be able to advise her, suggest. They're not going to tell her to leave the marriage, but it's up to her to make a decision. But for me, what I know is that even though if she leave the man, what about the children? The man is not giving her money. Did I tell you that my ex-husband gave me money towards my children? No, I was working. I was doing everything to help myself and my children, pay the rent, pay the every bills. I didn't go down because I made up my mind that no man will put me in a situation I don't want. And I wasn't brought up not to work. I was brought up to work and earn and make a life. Right? So if she wants to help her to get out of that emotion, right, and not go deep, because depression she can go deeper and down. For her not to do that is to communicate, number one, communicate, and number two is to make sure she seek for help. Go to see a counselor or see people, leaders that can help them to talk to both of them, especially the man that, listen, you have a job to do here. You are the father. You have to provide. Even in Nigeria, I know if you want to divorce, they will ask the man to be, I've seen it, this court something on YouTube. They will ask the father to be giving the children food allowance. I've seen it on YouTube. There is something court or something like that in Nigeria. So, uh,
Just concern is that where is this woman's safety net in this marriage in terms of health as this man is sleeping around? And we expect when this man sleep around and come back, let the woman carry him, massage him, and see show him love and see.
listen, that is how you can win there are ways you can win. Let me tell you, men are like babies. Men are like, you have to pamper the man. If you try that and if it didn't work, you stop. But for me, you see, if you want to win something, okay, your baby is crying. How do you know what the baby needs? If you give the baby breast, the baby is sucking and is still crying. That means maybe the baby is wet or need changing. And if you change the baby and is still crying, it means the baby still needs something. That is how men are wired. Men are like babies. You have to treat them like babies, but respectfully. Respectfully, right? She the one that is suffering in silence, not the man. Nothing concern the man. The man has gotten what he wishes for or what he wanted to do. Because if he didn't determine to do it, he will be using condom to protect himself. So the girlfriend or whoever will not get pregnant. So in other words, he's not concerned about the woman. And the marriage has problem from the foundation. There is something that she is doing or the man is doing that got to where they are today. It's not a matter of one day issue. It's not a matter of 5 days or 1 month or 6 months. It's not. If she truly wants to tell you, she will open up to you and say, listen, this is my mistake. If you cannot own it up to yourself and this is my mistake, then you cannot find solution. Because many of us, we want to pretend, oh, I'm right, I'm the right, I'm the right, I'm doing my best. It takes two to tango. If the man come out to speak to you, you will find fault in her. You find him fault because the man is sleeping around. So that she does. The only thing she can do before we go to the other room, I beg, I don't put water for bathroom for you. Go and have a shower. And if anything, you go and check yourself every now and again in the chemist or whatever at the hospital. You go. Or you tell him, God, use the rubber. Yes. There is solution to everything now. If you don't want to end up being depressed, find a solution to make you happy. To make you happy because you are you. You are the one suffering in silence. Wetin concern the oga? The oga don't win now. He don't win, but you can win your husband back to yourself. How many people will come and tell you their story? How many people will come and tell you what they are going through? Do you know in some homes, women are dying in silence. They cannot say it and they don't want to live because of what people will say. That is why I said if it's not something that is physical, emotionally it can be torturing as well, right? But then again, it's up to her to allow that situation to eat her up. I will not allow myself to see a man flirting around and I'll be whinging, my husband, me. And that doesn't mean that I will go and start flirting. No, I will protect myself. I will protect myself. And me, yes, please.
At this point now, whereby if any person comes to me, maybe for advice or for talk, and tell me that the man is sleeping around, the first thing to tell the person is that stop having anything to do with him in the other room. Because your safety first. You don't know what that man is bringing back home, spiritually and physically. For your own safety first, 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 first. Because if you are there and he still see you and he still went out to look for it outside, then something is wrong that needs to be fixed before you can give him your body again. I am at that point now because many people have died because of this. They want to be understanding why. They want to be a good wife. They don't want the neighbor to know this is what is happening. They want to keep it to themselves.
Do you know what you know what you are exactly, and it's not a new thing. And exactly what you have said, that is the main cause of the problem. I'm telling you that I can tell you for fact with experience. That is what put the man out. Right? You know that the man is cheating, right? Maybe when the man comes, oh, it's your turn to have fun or whatever. And you say, no, leave me alone. Go back to where you are coming from. My dear, that is not the solution. That is not the solution. The solution is to say, Oga, I don't hear you. Okay, Shebi now I see they under your roof. Go and have a shower. If it's someone that doesn't have a shower when they come back from work. Or you tell him, go and use rubber. Everything. Having a shower It doesn't, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't, but you also will feel it. You will know it psychologically. When you apply that, you will know. Or invariably, you ask him to use the rubber. Use the rubber, you not come inside of me. You understand? That is the least.
Agree to use the rubber. That is the issue.
Man, that is that it also boils down.
Ask you why. You should explain to them why.
Yes, you have to explain now.
They don't even see what they are doing that is wrong. And most of the time, they will keep denying until you catch them red-handed. They will keep denying it, even when you know this is what he's doing.
My dear, there is no one answer to everything that we have been discussing here. There is no one answer. But for me, I believe that you've mentioned that she doesn't want that reputation of a single parent or marriage not working, to happen to her. What will you do? You are the one that you are trying to keep your life, your marriage. And for you to prevent your life or your marriage falling apart, you have to find a solution. If you cannot do what I have suggested here, the best thing to do, go to a counselor. A counselor will not tell you to stay in that marriage, except if it's, to get out of that marriage, except if it's physical. If it's not physical, they will tell you, is there any way we can help you to resolve? Many marriages has even collapsed and they come back. In fact, there was an incident one time ago, many years back. Both husband and wife, they separated. They went on their own side. They didn't divorce, but they separated, living separately. After a couple of years, they came back and they remarry again. They are still living together. Why? Because the husband has found out his own mistake. The wife also find out her own mistake. So they now understood, and it takes two to tango by understanding one another. If they don't understand, and I still repeat, for me, according to what you have said, the main problem that started this problem is sexual and finance. That is the main problem in a marriage. Finance is not even the most problem. Sexuality is what causes a man to go out, to go and start sleeping. I'm telling you for fact. There was a woman that said something I think on TikTok I had. He says, whenever the oga go out, he wants to read like every day, every day, every day. And she said, initially she accepted, but she was getting tired. She was getting tired, and she wants to leave the marriage. The thing is that in the next, maybe the second street, these people were in Nigeria, the second street or the third street, there is this woman. They are the full and not full, and the woman, the Muslim woman, that they cover face, got to know this man. And later on, they become boyfriend, girlfriend. The woman too is married, though, but the husband never stayed at home. 1 month he will stay, the next 3 months is away because he's working away from home. So they became friends. So as they were knocking and knocking and knocking, the woman will be sponsoring the man, because she enjoy more. Whereas the woman that she has at home refuses. So now, when the man comes and see that the man lifestyle has changed, the clothing, everything, he got a car, she was wondering, what are you doing? What did you do to get this money? And the man now told her, Shebi, you are the one that refused me. You are the one that sent me out. One Elijah is taking care of me. What Elijah is taking care of me. Now she's fighting for a marriage for the man to come back, and it was too late. Even the man is still comes home. It was too late. It was too late. So let us learn from experiences. Let us learn from our mistakes. I can tell you for fact, remove this disease or illness. Let me tell you, even if the man doesn't go out to sleep, if you have a toilet you are not clean, you will still get infection. Me, I don't play with my kitchen, my bathroom, my toilet. I don't play with anybody, because you can easily catch infection. So it's not necessarily that the man is sleeping out that it can be infected. No, it's through hygiene. If it's not hygienic, then for you to get infected, maybe the woman is not hygienic or he himself is not hygienic. So for the peace of mind, I will say again, it's upon her to find a solution. If the man comes, okay, welcome, sir. Even try to change your character. Character, they run man out now. The man come, you say, see your mate. Look at you. Your mate are doing this. You're comparing him with somebody else, a carpenter, an engineer. They are different people entirely. We don't need to compare anyone.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
I bring this topic so we can talk about interact.
And I'm happy. I'm really happy that you brought it up.
To say something about it again.
Okay.
I don't see every man that goes house because the wife is not giving them in the other room well. It's not every woman that does not do is due to downside well. There are some men that despite how you give them, they are still going out. Just like when I started talking this, I was talking about pattern. That is why it's good before you marry sometime. Trace the family you are marrying to. What is the pattern that have been played in that family? How is this your father-in-law? Because there's something that will come to play as wonder where is it coming from?
Can I shock you with what you just said? Can I shock you? 1 second, please. Can I shock you with what you just said? There is this couple, they had problem with their marriage. He has parents. They've been married for 55 years. His own parents, they've been married for 55 years. But his own marriage did not work. So are you going to tell me that the pattern that happens in his own family is now affecting his own marriage? I don't think so. This is an individual journey. Although pattern can reoccur. Why? Because it's in the blood. But notwithstanding, right? It doesn't mean that his own marriage cannot work or should not work. And I still
the pattern can be repeated if you want to repeat it.
Of course.
If you want to break it.
I agree.
That this is what you want and you want to break it. Or you want to repeat this pattern. I've seen pastors' children that become worthless. Their father and mother is very spiritual, but they're worthless. They have nothing to write home about.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. This is where we are both, getting it wrong, right? For me, and I will still repeat what I have said because I have seen from experiences of life, my personal life and other people's life. And to my understanding that we all come from this different background. Your upbringing shapes you. Your environment shapes you. The people you mix with shapes you. The people that you work with shapes you. Everything works together. So it's now on us to choose. I've shared this story. Let me share again. And I will share it. It's not something that I should be ashamed of, or it's just an experience that I had personally. Growing up, with my children, single parents, and all of that, it comes to a time I had a friend. This lady, when you go to a house, you have to take your shoes off from outside. She will give you this blue thing they wear on shoes. She will ask you to wear it to come into a house. Why? Because she has a very good, decent home. But what does she do? She was a single parent. I don't know if she's still alive or now. And she has 2 children. What does she do? She do, this thing, women thing where they do a shower, right? In this country. She was a good friend of mine. And she was living in a good area, exotic area, very expensive as well. And then that is a job. The people that she were patronizing her were the Arabs. This time was around 80s, 80s, long time ago, were the Arabs. And Arabs, they pay a lot of money to sleep with them and all of that. So she was earning money. So she put her children, when they were in primary school, she put them in boarding house, even up to secondary school, until when they grew up to secondary. And it got to a time, I'm thinking, this is a woman. She's a single parent like me and all of that, sending her children to school, private school and all of that. And I wanted to do the same. And when she told me, she confided in me that's what she was doing to earn money. Because as of that time, paying my daughter's school fees was 3,500 every quarter, you know. And I said, this is challenging. Anyway, we thank God. So I wanted to also do what she was doing. But thank God for Holy Spirit. Thank God that I listened. The Holy Spirit ministered into me that, no, don't you ever think of that. Don't you ever. And I sat down and said, I'm struggling with these children. How am I going to help it? How am I going to cope? How am I going to? Then when I had that solace in me. I had that peace of mind, and I picked up myself. And today I survived it. I could have lost my children if I go into such a thing, thinking that I want my children to be better off, sending them to private school. By then I had four or five. Yeah, four, thereabouts. How will I be able to pay almost 15,000 every quarter? I cannot do it because I wanted to have a freedom that I'll be able to do whatever she was doing. And to God be the glory, I did not go into it. So there are some challenges that we may be facing that want us to react and make a wrong decision by looking at what other people, comparing our marriage, our life to other people, whereas our journey is totally different. That is her own cross. Let her carry that cross. Fix that cross. Help yourself to suit you, not the man. We are not talking about the man now. The man may have whatever disease, but for you, if you don't want to have it with him, fair enough, you don't have to go to sleep with him. But for me, I believe that is the main issue that make the man to start going out. I can tell you if you ask her, she will tell you. Ask her, how did it start? Why? Apart from, the money, she can also help herself. She can be looking for small business to help herself, to keep her busy and give her a peace of mind. You don't want to be a burden to a man and say, until the man gives you money. In case the man died, that is where I put my ex-husband that time when growing up with my children alone. That is how I put in my mind. I said, if this man is not alive, will I not take care of my children? And that is the faith I built in myself to take care of my children up to today. So it's on us. The decision is ours. You are speaking on her behalf. I'm sure if you sit down with her to come out and tell you the foundation of that situation that it gets to it today, she will mention that this is what happened. This is what happened. Even the man, let me tell you, some men have been doing it too, even before they get married. Didn't you see our king going out with a young girl and still keeping the mistress that he has been going through? At the end of the day, they buy the young girl because she wanted to become queen of this country. Go and listen to their story, our king today. Because of her. Because of her. She's now the missus. Where is the girl? That is why the junior boy, said I bought his book, The Odd One Out. The odd one. They can see, they cannot come out to talk like me and you because they are taught not to cry, not to speak out, not to mingle with, what do you call it, to the public. That is why they separated that young boy because he gets married to, and that is why they buy the Diana because he was going out. Yes, that is why they eliminate her. not for anything. And because she was also speaking out what she was going through. When she was alive, she always said, we are three in this marriage. She started speaking out, but they don't want that. They don't want that. We are three in this. She repeatedly said it, that we are three in this marriage because she's dying silently. So she has to find a way to make herself happy. That is where she started going. Do you know because of that? The man is dead now. They refuse the arrows. Have you had arrows? Arrows.
No.
Arrows supermarket is in London here. Google it. Arrows. HARRODS. Is the man is an Arab man, makes what do you call it? It's an African man, right? Is the first son of that man that Diana was going out with. And because she started talking about them, that is how it was a planting. The woman will have been alive today, but it was a planting. Nobody jokes with Mark. I don't want to, mention because of TikTok. Nobody jokes with them. Nobody. They will find a way. For me, my sister, tell her for her own sake. And if she has children with the man, for the sake of the children, let her give herself peace of mind. Forget about the man. Do whatever you can do to make the home happy for you. The man may go out 3-4 days and not even return. But if it's someone that comes home every day, thank God. There are some that will go out 1 week, 3 weeks, they will not return home. And when they like, they will just walk in as if nothing happened. And you want to go and find yourself because of that. Which kind of love be that? Love yourself first, man. Love yourself. Think about yourself. Forget about the man. Think about yourself and your children. Those are your future, not the man. Not the man. When the father of my children realized that he always see me doing work, I never returned to him. He's the one that was begging. He was begging, he was pleading, sending everybody on that he knows. Well, come and plead, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I made a mistake. I said, it's too late. Because when you were doing it, I was telling you, this will not end well. The moment we divorce, I can never get back to you. I was ringing it, singing it like a song. It's like, no, this thing, let me please myself. When the problem comes, he now remember that, he missed out. So that is, at the end of the day, they don't mind losing. They don't mind. But at the moment they are doing that thing, their heart is somewhere else. The heart is somewhere else. So for me, I will just say that the lady should take care of herself. If she's, financially buoyant, let her look for means of earning extra income or making herself happy financially. Let her get stability in her finance. As long as she's working, my dear, by the time she do 5 hours, 8 hours and come back, she'll be tired. Make food, shower, put Christian music, something that will make you happy. Listen to it. And then you doze off, you sleep. Next day, another day has come. But if you start focusing, because some of us, we are very weak, because we love the man, oh, my husband. And when that thing happens, we feel as if everything is over. Nothing is over until you make it over yourself. There is nothing. Until you say you are done, nothing is done. But for me, I will not advise her to leave the marriage. That I still stand. As long as mine was physical, mine was bad goose, and I didn't want that because growing up, my parents has never touched me one day. We don't abuse. And I didn't grow up from an abusive family. They never said the wrong word, but I've never had it until when I grew up, went to secondary school. That is when I started hearing those negative words. And when the marriage is a battered one, I had to make a decision. So I live up to my children. And today, by the grace of God, I'm enjoying the benefits, even though then it was tough. It was tough. But I said to myself, no, I must tie my loin and become a man. the father, the mother to these children. And that is what I did. To the glory of God. Some people may not survive it. I survived it because of my determination. I'm someone that I don't give up easily on something. I'm not telling I'm not saying that my marriage was perfect. I've told you my story. There's nothing to I'm sharing it so that you two or people that are here can learn from it. It's not a shame to me. I'm not going to say, oh, let me cover myself, because let me tell you, some couple that are raising children, their children, they gone wayward. They've gone wayward. But to God be the glory. I stood my ground and I'm able to survive this. That is what I am sharing with you, to let her know that there is life. When there is hope, there is life. Let her make her life happy by herself, not the man. Forget about the Bible will say baba baba gbogbo aye. That means a man to want. Even the Bible said it. There will be a time that 1,000 women for one woman. The tool is not working. There will be a time that 10 women, 20 women will be chasing after one man. That is the era that we are in. And even me, from growing up, I've seen men like that. It's not a new thing that men are cheaters. They always say a cheater will always be a cheater. You cannot erode it, you cannot erase it. It's in their blood. Men are like that. They are wired to be cheaters. It's only maybe 1% out of 100 that you will see that they mind their business. And let me tell you, those kind of men are the one that probably they are impotent. Coach me anywhere. Coach me anywhere. They are impotent. So they are separating themselves because they don't want to be put to shame. If you are impotent, you cannot do anything. Will you go and sleep with a woman? So that is the 1% that you see in the society. The 99%, let me tell you, they will pretend. One of my cousins, he was shocked when the husband had a child, in fact, children outside. She was shocked that the secretary of the husband was the one that gave birth to the children. She was shocked. This man will go, he will eat, he will clean his mouth. You will never know that this man can do anything. But later years, when the children were grown up, and I said, you better even thank God that you knew when the man is still alive. So you will tell him how to distribute the inheritance. Otherwise, he can put the inheritance, the names of the other wife, put it in the name of whatever he owns, and you will be at loss. You will lose. Don't fight it, my dear. Tell her not to fight it. It doesn't want it. She has a better life than be carrying problem. Hey, my husband is cheating. I beg you. It's not a new thing. It's not a new thing. Men are wired to be cheater because they go through to what they see. They don't care. How would a man leave his own girlfriend and go and sleep with a shawu? Tell me, how would a man leave his own wife and go and sleep with a shawu? It's because they are not satisfied. There are some men like that. There are some men like that. No matter how you try, they will still go out. So please, let's it's 109 minutes. I've overstayed, right? But no problem. I'm really happy that you share this, and I'm happy that people here will also learn. We are here to learn. We are here to encourage ourselves. Please encourage her. If she's financially buoyant, if you can help her with something, let her start selling maybe pure water or something that will be giving her extra income, so that she will not focus on the man not supporting the home. And put it in her ears that if the man buy income, will she not take care of herself and the children? That is how I survived my life with my children. That's how I managed to struggle in this country. You are in this country now, so you know how it can be tough. So may the Lord help us and give us peace of mind and rest of mind. My dear, I know it's not easy. because most women love their husband with all their hearts. And to now see the person cheating on them, they will say, oh, their own is finished. It's not finished. Oh, I beg, pack all the pieces, put the jigsaw together and start all over again. But make sure that you're happy, because that is the only thing can make you live longer for yourself and your children and your family in particular. Okay, I hope I have said it well. And whatever is necessary, you can give me a call. We can talk on phone. Okay, if you still need or she need someone to talk to her, I don't mind. I don't mind. I can share my own thoughts. If she and it's on her to accept, because no matter what I say, if she had made up her mind what she's going to do, that's up to her. I cannot force her. But for me, as a big sister, as a mama, as a grandmama, my dear, it's not worth it. This life is too short for someone to be carried, because all this problem, this emotional bondage, will cause her to go into depression. And once you go into depression, my dear, it will never be the same. It will never be the same. So to avoid that happening, forgive the man, I beg. Forgive, forgive. Because once you forgive the man, you are forgiving yourself. It's a mistake. Take it as a mistake. Nobody is above mistake. There are some women that cheat on their husband too, and the husband will forgive. The husband do. They forgive. It's okay. Let's start all over again. Forget about it. I've heard it. I've not seen it, but I've heard people's story like that. That she has been cheating, in fact, with his friend. With his friend. So there is nothing new under the sun. But I personally, I will forgive. I told the father of my children, I've forgiven you. Perhaps if I didn't forgive him, maybe I will not be where I am today. And for me, I always cherish peace, tranquility, harmony. Mama, I cannot trade it for any other thing. I don't like anything that will give me that unsettled mind, unsettled, and not to be restless and be, having palpitation. Oh, I don't know what is happening today. Oh, I've gone through that. I've gone through it. And I know that it's so messy. It's so messy. No matter the food you eat, you can never have peace of mind. And that peace of mind, no one can buy it. You can never buy it except you earn it. Okay? I you are you are welcome. Anytime, okay? Just give me a buzz, okay? We don't have to come here to talk about it, but if she wants to have a chat, give me a buzz. I give you my line. We call and then we talk over it, okay? And I wish her all the best. Please give her the courage, encourage her not to give up for her sake and the children's sake, okay? All right. Love you. Thank you for bringing it up and for us to talk about it. I'm really happy. I've also learned from it. And I hope everyone that is present here also learned from it. May God keep our home safe and peace. Amen. Thank you. Bye bye, everyone. I really appreciate